right, now for these ligaments here. This is going to be the superior transverse ligament of the scapula. We don't really cover him or test on him for that matter, but that's what he is. Students ask every semester, what exactly is that? Okay, now take special note, woo, a little wobbly, of your bony landmark. So we have the acromion, and there's the spine of the scapula on the posterior surface. So let's look at that. So here you can see the supraspinous fossa, the infraspinous fossa, and then the spine that runs between them, which ends in the acromion. Some people say acromion process, some people just say acromion. Okay. Then you have on the anterior view the coracoid process, and then you have the acromial extremity or end of the clavicle. So we are going to have ligaments that connect all three of those structures. So this one runs from the coracoid process to the acromion. That's going to be your coracoacromial ligament. This one goes from the acromion to the clavicle, acromioclavicular. Then we have these two collectively going from the coracoid process to the clavicle, coracoclavicular. Both of them together are the coracoclavicular. However, I want you to know them in a little more detail. You can obviously see there's two separate structures here. This one is going to articulate with a bony landmark on the bottom of the clavicle, a little bit posterior, and it looks just like a cone. It's like a little tubercle, and it's called the conoid tubercle, C-O-N-O-I-D. Think like a cone, shaped like a cone, conoid tubercle, and that's the conoid ligament. This one is going to attach to the front and underside of the acromial end of the clavicle at a landmark called the trapezoid line. So this ligament is going to be called the trapezoid ligament. So the conoid and trapezoid ligaments both comprise the coracoclavicular ligament. All right, so real quick recap. You have your sits muscles or your rotator cuff muscles. Those tendons are cut, so subscapularis, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and your teres minor tendons that have been cut to reveal the articular capsule. If we're looking at it on the front, you can see the glenohumeral portion. There, those ligaments. You can see their separation. So we have the inferior here, anterior and superior portions of the glenohumeral. There's one other one, and this model is not supposed to be torn like this, but we're kind of glad it is so that we can see a closer look in here. You can see from that capsule, from that glenohumeral cluster, really branching off of that capsule, you can see one running from the humerus to the coracoid process, or vice versa from the coracoid process to the humerus. That is the coracohumeral ligament right there, where my thumb is, coracohumeral. Then you have your